Some stories don't shock you. They don't surprise you. They don't teach you something new. They simply feel familiar. This is one of those stories. And if it feels too real, it's probably because you've lived parts of it already. His name was Adam. Adam wasn't unhappy in an obvious way. Nothing in his life looked broken. He had responsibilities. He had routines. He had people around him. But there was a quiet feeling he couldn't explain. A feeling that followed him even on normal days. Adam noticed it most in the evenings, when the noise of the day faded, when there was nothing left to respond to. No messages, no tasks. That's when the question appeared. Is this really my life? The question didn't come with anger. It didn't come with panic. It came calmly. And that's what made it uncomfortable. Adam told himself he was just tired. That everyone feels like this sometimes. That it would pass. So he stayed busy. He filled his days with work. His nights with distractions. Anything to avoid sitting too long with that feeling. But the feeling didn't leave. It waited. Adam realized something over time. He wasn't exhausted from doing too much. He was exhausted from doing things that didn't feel connected to him. He showed up. He performed. He did what was expected, but rarely what felt honest. He had learned how to function well, how to look fine, how to keep moving, but he hadn't learned how to listen to himself. One afternoon, Adam was sitting alone during a break. People passed by him, talking, laughing, scrolling, and suddenly he felt separate from everything. Not lonely, just distant. Like he was watching his life instead of living it. That moment stayed with him longer than he expected, because it felt too accurate. Adam thought back to earlier years, times when he felt more alive, more curious, more connected. He didn't have more back then. He had less, but he felt more. He realized something painful. Somewhere along the way, he had traded honesty for stability, not because he wanted to, because it felt safer. He stopped asking himself hard questions, stopped challenging familiar paths, stopped checking in, and life slowly became something he managed instead of something he experienced. One night, Adam sat in his room without distractions. No phone, no music, just silence. It felt uncomfortable at first, but then something surfaced. Not words, a feeling. A quiet sense that something inside him had been waiting to be acknowledged. Adam understood something important. The discomfort wasn't a problem. It was a signal. He wasn't stuck because he lacked options. He was stuck because he had stopped choosing. He was living on autopilot. The next morning, Adam didn't change his life. He didn't quit anything. He didn't make bold announcements. He did something smaller. He paid attention. He noticed when he felt tense for no reason, when he felt lighter during certain conversations, when time passed quickly, and when it dragged. Each moment told him something. Adam realized that the feeling he had been avoiding was actually guidance. It was showing him where he was disconnected. He began asking himself simple questions. Is this still right for me? Am I doing this out of fear or choice? What part of myself am I ignoring? He didn't have answers right away, but asking changed something. It brought him back into his life. Over time, Adam started making small adjustments. He spoke more honestly in safe moments. He said no when something drained him. He gave himself permission to feel unsure. Not dramatic changes, real ones. The feeling didn't disappear overnight, but it softened because it was no longer ignored. Adam learned something most people learn too late. Life doesn't always fall apart when something is wrong. Sometimes it stays perfectly intact. And that's what makes it harder to notice. You can look fine and still feel disconnected. You can have stability and still feel lost. You can be doing everything right and still feel like something is missing. And that doesn't mean you're ungrateful. It means you're aware. Here's the lesson Adam discovered. When a story feels too real, it's because it's pointing to something you haven't fully faced yet. Not to scare you, not to judge you, to invite you back. If this story feels familiar, pause for a moment. Not to fix anything, just to ask yourself gently, what have I been ignoring because it felt easier to stay busy? You don't need a crisis to change direction. Sometimes all you need is honesty. Growth doesn't always start with action. Sometimes it starts with recognition. And when you finally recognize yourself again, life stops feeling like something that's happening to you and starts feeling like something you're part of. If this story resonated with you, take a moment to like the video so it can reach someone who feels quietly disconnected. Share it with someone who might be feeling the same way but hasn't found the words yet. And in the comments, tell me what part of this story felt familiar to you. Some stories feel too real because they're reminding you that you're still here,